block on it.
RR fans, Hollywood fans, this is for you right here. What the hell are you doing in Hollywood?
Chat with friends. Oh, chat something.
The undisputed champions of Black Wrestling Podcasting, the Hard R. Woo!
Hard R. Wrestling Podcast.
Acknowledge me if you smell
What the Hard R Wrestling Podcast
is cooking.
And now it's time!
You know, after all these years, all these months, it still gives me goosebumps. Shout out to Hollywood for putting that together. Brother. You're like, what? What the fuck? You give me a compliment? That's weird. Oh, I got you on mute. My bad. I prop you up and then I put you on mute. I'm such a heel, such a bad guy. What's going on? Yeah, what's going on, fellas? We are back in this bitch like we never left it. All is good in the kingdom. The Washington Commanders are in a lead-ish. We're leading. We're doing good. What's the score, D-Lo?
35-24.
35-24. Does Philly play today? We gotta show.
We played on Thursday and we won.
Oh, okay.
All right, try it now.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Uh-oh. I know that face. You look good. I like the mustache. It's nice and
Yeah, let me take over real quick.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay.
All Hollywood fans, I do apologize for the last there we go. That's where I need to be, front and center.
Oh shit.
Hollywood fans, I do apologize for the last few months. I've been out here looking like a ragamuffin, somebody's raggedy uncle. But you know, self-love, self-care is the best thing you can ever do. Look at me.
Okay.
I'm back still in the show, baby.
Oh wow.
And I'm gonna make sure.
Not the eyebrow. You did the eyebrow, the light skin eyebrow. Wow.
A little bit.
You feeling yourself?
Yeah. So make sure y'all, be the best version of yourselves every day, man, because anything can happen. Life can be short. You can live to you 100 years old. It don't matter. Just put your best foot forward every single day.
And you could be 100 years old and still look like a goddamn snack. You know what I'm saying? The swabbiness ain't gonna go away just because you got some gray. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm gonna give y'all the Hollywood experience every day.
Wow. Y'all hear that? Well, lady, because you married, but they can look. They can't touch them.
They can look. And I'll show y'all a little leg and some more.
You got your hoochie daddy shorts on. You showing them thighs.
Nah, I can't be like that. I can't be like that other one.
Well, the devil's a lie. I got my hoochie daddy shorts on right now. It's hot in here, but
I'm glad you waist high.
Yes, absolutely. So a lot has happened this week. We had planned to talk about a specific topic, but it's like 20,000 different things happened this week. I don't know where to get started.
I could have got started, but she took my phone, and for once, I actually had some bullet points on my phone that I wanted to a couple things, but I can't because she got my phone.
You can yell at her later. And
this is a perfect time to do it. So now I gotta wait.
It is, but she'll come back. She'll come back. But I do have some bullet points. One of the bullet points I wanted to talk about, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. My baby Jade, her last match was with AEW. I want to talk about it. I have no idea.
Very good match.
Tony Yayo, very good match. How Tony Yayo let something he created go to the dark side. But anyway,
you want to know why? He feeling himself too much. He feeling himself right now. He feeling himself because of all the success that he's having right now. He thinks he's untouchable,
and he is having a lot of success.
Yeah, he is. But this is how things go bad when you start feeling yourself instead of keeping the foot on the gas. You don't let somebody like Jade go. She's a star. Like it don't matter if she's new to the business, green, can put on a 5-star match or whatever. She is a star. And you can look at that women's division and you only got a handful of stars in that women's division. You know what I'm saying? So to
Like
let
four.
her, yeah, like you got Jade, Britt, you got
She's a star, even though she can't wrestle.
yeah, but she's a star. Her star
she's a
power,
star.
like she's done a lot of stuff outside of AEW as well,
Yeah.
just like Jade. So she's a star, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Homegrown star too. So that's 2 homegrown stars. You got man, Tony Storm is turning into
Killing
something
it. She's
special
killing
right
it.
now.
I love the new character.
Like
Love
she's
it.
turning
Love
into
it.
something special. You know what I'm saying? So
Tits up.
yeah, tits
Tits
up,
out.
chin up, tits
Tits
out.
out.
And watch for the shoe.
And watch for the shoe.
Hey, yo, she did a segment on Collision that's gonna be like a continue segment where she's getting interviewed, and she's great. She's really milking this Jane, and
Yeah,
I would like to see her win the title back from Saraya. Saraya had her moment in England or whatever, but I like to see Tony win the title back because right now, like I hate when people are doing their best work. It's not when they're champion. People do their best work and then they wait and then give them championships. Give that person the title when you see something is going great, man. Let them run with it, man. Because Saraya ain't doing nothing with that title, like,
I mean, a lot of people do complain about that, but it's just like, well,
I
she's
complain.
obviously
She had
at
her
the
moment.
end of
Yeah.
she's at the end of her career. She is, just I don't want to be mean. Like she's not the Saraya of of
we
10
know
years
that
ago.
injuries and
Injuries
age.
and
It is what it is. Father Time is undefeated. Except when it comes to Hollywood.
Hey. Hollywood's is forever.
But like she had her moment. Like that moment she had will like be probably the best moment of her career ever. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't top that. Like I don't care what she did in WWE or whatever. Nothing will top that moment she had in front of 81,000. Well, 72,000. Nothing will top that in front of her home country.
Yeah,
winning a world title.
Yeah, and AEW provided that to her. So D'Lo, you always you are a very prominent internet journalist. You have a lot of connections. I don't have nearly the amount of connections that you have.
His sources.
I do have one or two sources, and my sources off Facebook told me that Jade Cargill is as early as this week will show up at the WWE Performance Center.
All right, Jade,
I don't know how accurate that is, but I'll lob this out to D'Lo. Given her skill set, given her star presence, right? Do you see Jade going to NXT route and building her up, or do you see her on SmackDown, on Raw, right, immediately making an impact?
So I've got like a few thoughts in my head. So the first thought, like, is she green? Yes. Like, she cannot do a 20-minute match in front of 60,000 people at WrestleMania like a Charlotte or a Bayley can. Like, I agree, like, she's still very green, but she's got this presence about her, like, larger than life, that I feel like AEW can't capitalize on. Because they don't know what to do with all that. Like WWE knows what to do with that. Like put her in movies, put her in commercials, whatever the case may be. Like WWE knows what to do with that type of talent. So I don't think you need to, even though she's green, I don't think you need to put her in NXT for 6 months or a year. You just bring her up and
can't talk much.
Don't let her wrestle on Raw that much. Maybe just have her wrestle on television like once a month and just have her do the house shows and get her practice there. But like, yeah, she's a star, man. And I argue this is like, I feel like this is a bigger loss than AEW losing Cody
Pick a
Rhodes.
spot.
Because with Cody,
Wow, that's a statement. Okay.
Cody,
Yeah.
he was always. I always felt like he was a
Executive thing there.
WWE guy. Like he was always eventually going to go back.
Okay.
With like you guys said with Jade,
Swords
they
ain't
built
in
her from the
thing.
ground up. No one knew who the hell she was 2 years ago. They just found this diamond in the rough and built her up, made her undefeated,
Yeah.
like did all that, and
Okay,
she
we're
still
going.
left. Like that's a big loss. My final thought is, on the other hand, if they're losing Jade but they're getting Sasha Banks and
You're gonna
Edge,
pick up all this audio
then
when you
maybe
save the
then maybe it's
gameplay.
not so bad. Maybe it's
You
not so
gotta
bad.
you gotta go short term, long term. You like short term AEW wins that, you know what I'm saying? But long term WWE wins that. Because short term Edge will come in and everybody like, oh my god, Edge, you know what I'm saying? Sasha. But Edge, how realistically, how long does he have? Realistically, how many matches can he give
2
you?
years,
You
a
know,
couple
and then,
of matches a year.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, that short term, boom, big pop, you know, whatever. With Sasha, you know what I'm saying? Like that, Sasha, it depends on
Sasha's a little bit different. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
she's young
it just
and she
depends
can
on
remain
how
healthy.
long. Yeah, how long she wants to do it. But after a while, it's gonna be like WWE where it wears off. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna take her for
They don't
granted.
have-
You know, like she's still gonna be
They
that
don't
chick,
have sword.
but they're not gonna
They don't
value
have
her
swords
as
no
much.
more,
Just
baby.
like WWE did. That's just my opinion. Like she'll come in, instant success. And it will have to be instant success because they can't do her like they did the other WWE people where they come in, you know, they make it seem like they're going to do something and then they
there's
don't
no
win
more
anything
swords in
other
the
than
game.
CM Punk. That's the only person that they, and Moxley. Those are the only two that they made sure. And the only reason why they did Moxley because Moxley was
That's
like
mine.
the biggest name that jumped
It's my
ship in the
pickaxe.
beginning. So they had to make it seem legit for other people to jump ship as well
Yeah, it's
because
my
they're like, oh,
pickaxe.
Moxley came in, look at the success he's having. And then
By the way, I think I can
We don't
hear
have
your
no
wife
swords in
in
the
the. Do y'all hear that?
All right, come on.
I like.
she's
I
playing
hear-
it. She's playing the game, so
Yeah, but I can hear. I think she might be on the same microphone this is. So
Oh, you know what? I would have to. Yeah, it don't matter anyway because if I switch to the other mic, she's sitting right here, so it's gonna pick her up too.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
Oh, yeah, no, I agree with all. Well, speaking of Moxley, I forget where the interview was, but they interviewed him. And I don't know if this is just shits and giggles, but he said that basically he was basically had arthritis and had the bones of like a 74-year-old. Which begs the question: why is Tony Yayo letting him bleed out every month?
Do death matches every month?
that might have something to do with it. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm a lowly podcaster and a government worker, but
Man,
can
look,
someone please explain to me in layman's terms the appeal of John Moxley? Why people love that guy? And I cannot. I'm not taking like I have to admit, like people like this guy to love this guy.
it's his character. He don't give a fuck. That's his character. Like we all love the person that doesn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people wish they could be that way. You know, so that's his appeal.
Do people like him stabbing opponents with the fork? Like, do people like that?
I prefer the screwdriver.
That answers my question. But in the interview, he said something to the effect of, well, maybe I'm making this up, but I don't know. It kind of felt like he was giving like a low key Daniel Bryan, like, I ain't gonna be in this game too much longer. Maybe I was reading too much into it, but I don't know. Daniel Bryan and then Moxley. If they lose those two in the next 2 years, I don't know. That's going to be rough, but I
think he's going to be around for a while. But if his pain is that bad, then why is he doing AEW every week and then he's doing these random shows where he's bleeding 3 liters of blood every weekend? Like,
dude, that's why I said he's defending the belt twice a week. It's 3 shows, and he's
Yeah.
defending the belt on 2 of the shows. Like
And
that
does
is
he need
ridiculous.
to defend a secondary title? Like, did he need to be crowned the champion in the first place?
No, like
does that make him more over that he has that championship?
I think
I mean, as much as I didn't like Orange Cassidy, it did more for Orange Cassidy than I think it'll ever do for Moxley.
I think it gives it. I think it gives the belt a little bit more legitimacy.
More credibility. That's why they did it. I mean, obviously, but it didn't have to be Moxley. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I would have preferred Swerve, but it is what it is at this point.
We said the same exact thing.
Yeah, well, that's
even if not him, it should have been somebody else that hasn't, won a belt that's over as fuck that needs that. Yeah. Moxley didn't need it.
Yeah. But with Orange Cassidy, it's one of those things where, like, he's a top 10 wrestler. So are we shitting more on a guy like Orange Cassidy and him being the champion, or are we? I don't know. Maybe the belt already had credibility with Orange Cassidy. He was a top 10 wrestler according to this magazine. So I don't know.
Well, I would. Oh shit! He got rid of.
I'm down.
Hello. Oh, I would say as much as Are we good? It's still further. You good, D-Lo?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, I don't know why he's still further. But yeah, I would say Orange Cassidy. As much as I hated the title run, and like again, I always said it wasn't because of him. It was because of the booking. You know what I'm saying? So we should always get that straight when you want to, run me down of me saying I hate Orange Cassidy or Darby Allin. I don't hate them. I actually like them. You know what I'm saying? But I just hate the booking of how they. God damn, we are all fucked up. Just the people that they beat. So,
play again. Okay.
It should have been. It should have been somebody else.
You're mad that they got booked like Superman, pretty much.
No, because they could be super. Well, yeah, I hate the fact they got booked as Superman, but again, it's the people like Orange Cat, like Darby Allin is literally 160 pounds. There's no way he should be beating a 300-pound dude. Like,
but he's got heart. He's got heart though.
He's got heart, and the fans love him. I'm gonna play the part of Antonio, but people like him. People like him. You're not listening.
You can like somebody all you want to. That don't stop them from getting their ass whooped when they need to get their ass whooped. You be like, damn, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't stop that motherfucker from getting his ass whooped. Like, there's no fucking way Darby Allin should be beating all 3 members of was it Gates of Agony or whatever their name is?
Yeah.
Whatever. Like, that's crazy. Brian Cage should not be jobbing out to Darby Allin. Like, Big Bill should not be jobbing out to Darby Allin or Orange Cassidy. Like, you can say what you want about Big Bill. The dude is huge, and there's no fucking way, and they act like he won in WWE and had a lot of success in WWE. Like, come on now. Like, these guys shouldn't be losing to them. Like, come on, man. Even Orange Cassidy gave Wardlow a run when Wardlow was TNT champ. And that killed a lot of
Wardlow. Is he done?
Man, who knows? That's somebody else that probably be going next, and that's another wasted talent.
Honestly, though, with him, I just kind of feel like he can't cut a promo. Like he's got a great look, he's big, but he can't cut a promo to save his life. So I don't know how much further he can really go if he went to WWE.
Manager put him with Heyman. New Heyman.
That's true. I mean, yeah.
Heyman can sell anything.
Right. You're not gonna put him with Heyman. Like, if you're with Heyman, you are the main event. Nah.
Can I just say though, like, just going back to Jay, I'm kind of like low key mad that she's going to WWE. Like, I understand eventually this is going to happen. People from WWE going to AEW and vice versa. But I'm feeling some sort of way. Like, damn. Like, I got sad that she's leaving because it's like it makes sense. the fit is great, but like I'm just kind of like,
Yeah, the fit is great.
They really lost Jay Cargill. Like,
but it's what.
And I'm trying to figure. Get the streak and all that. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah, still.
Look, let's do Jason. Damn it! I should have paid my internet this week.
we were just talking about that too. He was like, "Yeah, I got Sling TV and all this stuff, or YouTube TV." And
oh shit!
Damn,
he better close out some apps.
he gotta crank that dial up real quick.
Look, that's what he doing. He trying to think of what.
You're like, let me unplug the little thing from from what you call that phone, the phone jack.
he running that T-Mobile hotspot.
Right. We're about to send him some AOL CDs and stuff for 2,500 minutes.
Ash, I'm here.
Oh my gosh, dude. He really ain't coming back. What's going on? Oh man,
my internet is being an asshole.
Yeah, we know. That's what we were just talking about.
Low budget ass internet.
I said we're about to sing you some AOL CDs in the mail.
Oh man,
my shit don't even take. Yeah, man, it's on some.
Well, hold on.
Netflix, LimeWire.
Yeah. Hey, but yeah, the whole Cargill thing, man. I'm just like, you can't send her, like, for her to leave. They had to promise, like, the whole thing with Cody left because they promised him like a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they pretty much delivered on all of it except for him finishing the story. You know what I'm saying? With Cargill, to me, for her to leave because she talked so good about Tony being a great boss, and you know,
it was everything. Like last week too. She was saying that last week.
So to me, it had to have been something.
That was her swan song. It's just like, all right, just in case this shit in WWE don't go well.
They ran this.
Well, yeah, but it had to be something that they promised her that she just couldn't. They had to make her offer she couldn't refuse. And to me, going to NXT is not an offer that you have to accept. And she's already a star in a company. So
and it's not like she's a star,
not an indie company.
Exactly.
So you don't,
because a lot of those NXT guys were big, the big shit in the indies, but no, she was seen by like literally millions of people. So if she comes to NXT, that I mean, even though NXT, no, she's above NXT unless you're losing Carmelo and Steiner's boy. What's his name?
Ron Breaker.
Ron Breaker. Unless you're losing those two and just to stabilize it. Like I could see that and you make her the star, but
not an NXT. Come on.
Well, I mean
that's still a downgrade.
That's just still on a net.
That's still a downgrade.
Well, yeah.
And
I wouldn't be terribly mad.
I can't tell you one woman that's on NXT. Like Becky just won the title.
Becky.
I can. No, I can.
Oh, Rock's daughter, and that's it.
No.
Rock's daughter, that's it.
That's Tiffany Stratton. That's Tiffany Stratton, girl. She's gonna be a fucking star.
But she just lost.
She's.
Becky.
I know.
But she lost to Becky. Yeah, she's a star.
She's gonna be a superstar.
Again, like, why did Becky have to go and take the title from her?
I don't know. I think according to my sources that I read on the internet, apparently they're coming up on TV rates. So they're trying to boost the numbers up for NXT to make it more appealing. So that's why they're bringing Becky Lynch, Baron Corbin. I forgot who else was on NXT for like a few weeks.
How are you going to boost ratings with Baron Corbin?
I don't know.
He's a rating boost. I mean,
that sounds like somebody trying to tank it.
Well. Speaking of ratings boost and putting ass.
Hold on. Before you go there, because I know where you're going. This is the point I gotta make.
You know where I'm going.
What? Hold on. I'm
Here,
getting it
y'all
right
have
now.
that.
I got to. All right. Last week I did not watch SmackDown. Right.
Okay.
So I made sure I watched it before I
Mhm.
watched SmackDown. 2 nights ago.
Mhm.
SmackDown was so bad last week that Jimmy Uso was in the main event. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Jimmy Uso was in the main event of SmackDown. Not Jay, Jimmy.
Wow. Not a fan.
Now, what do you mean not a fan? Have you seen a singles Jimmy Uso match?
Yeah, I think this Jimmy Uso thing ain't working out. Like,
His shit's
In the main event?
well, I will say
A
I'll
singles
give him
match?
I'll give him a little bit of a
All he
reprieve
did
here.
was a punch, a Samoan drop, the ass hit, and the splash. That's it. And he was the heel, which means he had to lead the match. Fucking terrible. He is terrible. There's no way he should be a singles wrestler. And there's
Wait.
no, you
He's
shut up
not
and let me
terrible.
shut up and let me finish.
You motherfucker.
I'm playing the role of Antonio right now. Shut up and let me finish.
Antonio,
There's
you're
no
wrong
way-
though. I don't
there's
care.
no
I'm
way-
still talking.
There's
bruh.
no way. There's no
Oh my
fucking-
God.
What? What's wrong?
So Russell Wilson threw a Hail Mary and the Broncos caught it
Uh-oh. This show
so
is
now-
taking a turn.
No.
for a touchdown.
What's the score?
So now they're going to go for 2 and see if they're going to tie it
No.
This-
with 0 seconds left. There was
This is-
0
This
seconds
is
left.
taking a turn.
And can I say that Russell Wilson is from Norfolk State? So I mean, well, his dad's from
He
Norfolk
don't,
State.
he don't
and
act
we do
like
big
it
things.
though.
We
He
do
don't
big
act
things.
like it.
Stop it! Don't you? You sound like Future. Like, why you hating? Why you hating?
Yeah.
All right.
You know,
So
I
look.
like that,
So
man.
let's keep on the show because I don't want y'all to be disappointed. All right. So look.
I gotta
So look,
watch this in the
hold
background.
on.
But yes,
So-
go ahead. Go ahead.
So after the drizzling shits of a show SmackDown was last week, they had to bring
I wasn't going there,
McAfee,
but okay.
McAfee, Cena, and The
And
Rock
The Rock.
because Jimmy Uso was so terrible in the
Oh my
main
God.
event of SmackDown
Oh
last
my
week. They had to
God.
bring 3 people to boost the ratings.
That was stop
it was because Jimmy
Stop
Uso.
the
He
cap.
didn't get it. They didn't get it.
We won.
Okay,
We won. Okay.
but that was because
Held to the Redskins / Commanders. Whatever.
that was because Jimmy Uso was in the main event. That's all I'm saying.
You're
And
ridiculous.
look,
You're
look,
ridiculous.
I'm not saying I have a body of a Greek god, even though my wife says I do.
Mm.
But like, he's a
Aw.
He's a professional
She needs,
athlete.
she needs
Mhm.
glasses. Uh-huh.
He's a professional athlete. He shouldn't be wrestling with a goddamn shirt on every week. I'm sorry, man. You're a professional wrestler. You get paid to be an athlete.
Mhm.
Go to the fucking gym,
Yep.
cut some weight, or run the treadmill.
Your brother,
Stop.
if
He got
the,
jacked. Jimmy got or Jay
if the
got jacked.
genetic like imprint of you can do it,
Yeah.
come, you can do it too.
Right.
Come on.
That
person.
I don't get it. Like,
I
and
don't
his
think
character, his character is it's like so stupid. His
That's the
character
only.
now.
Okay, listen. That's
His
the only thing
character
I
is
actually
even
do.
worse than his
The-
wrestling.
no.
His character is worse than his wrestling.
His character is the only thing that's wrong with the
You said the only
the
thing.
Uso. The wrestling's fine. It's a WWE. Chill
His
out. Like, that's what
wrestling's
they do.
fine
It's
as
fine.
a tag
it's
team
fine for-
wrestler. As a tag
Yeah.
team wrestler,
It's
not a
absolutely
singles-
fine.
All right.
He has as much moves as Bobby Lashley. Excuse me, my bad. That's for
What?
Antonio. He has the natural bit, like Bobby's jacked, but as far as like wrestling ability, he's on par with the older, bigger stars. So I mean, it's not like
Man, shut the hell up.
it's
I
not
gotta
like
say it. Just shut the hell up.
Is Bobby
Shut the hell up.
Lashley?
Shut the hell up.
How many
Hell
how many
no, I'm
5-star
not-
matches is Bobby Lashley gonna get? I'm not picking on Bobby Lashley. I'm just saying, how many 5-star matches is Brock Lesnar gonna do at his big age? So he's in that. I mean, he's a WWE main event level of wrestling ability.
Man,
He's
you
not
know what?
AEW level of wrestling
Man,
ability
I ain't
or
even-
New
I ain't
Japan
even-
Pro Wrestling.
I'm not even gonna discuss that no more.
Bobby can have that big meaty men slapping meat type of match though. Like you want like a big
Yeah,
like. But as far
but
as
they
like
slapping meat. They not doing.
Jimmy
punches.
can't slap no meat.
he's slapping his own. He's slapping his
Well,
own. When
his
he's,
wife would say he's something different, but
he's slapping that Big
we'll
Mac meat that he's eating in the parking lot. Apparently,
Stop it. I think the only thing wrong with him is his character does not make
Man,
any
please
sense.
stop.
Please stop.
No, I'm agreeing with you on one point. I don't agree with you.
His wrestling is terrible too.
His wrestling is terrible.
He's not a singles guy.
Thank you.
He can't wrestle a 20-minute.
The thing
He
is,
can't wrestle a 10-minute match.
He's been doing tag team. He's
So
been doing
has
tag
Jay.
team for the
So
last
has Jay.
15 minutes.
So has Jay.
He's more athletic. His brother's more athletic.
And that's part of what D-Lo said. Get in the fucking gym.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I'm not dealing with y'all with that. I just
Hold
wanted
on,
to talk
hold on,
about.
hold on.
I want to
No,
talk
no,
about The
no,
Rock.
hold on, hold
I wanted
on.
to
Did
talk
y'all-
about The Rock.
hold on.
Did y'all
I'm talking
see the
about Jimmy
picture?
and Jay?
Did y'all see the picture I took? I was at I drove by the theater
Yeah,
last
yeah.
night. I
The
sent you guys a
community
picture.
theater. Yeah,
Yeah.
I laughed at it.
Yeah, the
You are
bloodline was
such a hater of
Oh,
the bloodline,
Hold on.
and if you're a tribal chief.
Hold on.
But if The Rock is involved, all of a sudden,
I just
all
got one
all
question.
y'all's
Nope.
opinion of the bloodline, y'all gonna
Nope.
want that shit to continue
Nope.
to
hell
further.
yeah,
If the
hell
Ro-
yeah, my opinion would change. Hell
Hold on.
yeah.
I just got one question though.
What's up?
Who the fuck is Austin Theory getting pegged by for him to keep getting all these
I know,
moments?
right?
Vince.
Yo, that the way that crowd went wild.
Oh shit! Hell to the commander!
Yo, it was close
Fight
though.
for
Now,
all-
see,
Every time you opened
Oh,
up
shit.
your damn mouth,
Yes!
you sent the text. Shut up. Every time you opened up your damn text message, D-Lo, something happened. I was like, I know this. Nope. As soon as you was like, come on, franchise, let's go. That last, I was like, here you go.
Yeah. I had my reaction
hell
while
was
we were
that?
doing this. I saw that and I was like,
Mambo mentality.
So you telling me if y'all would have lost, you would have kept your little light skinned ass off the show?
I would I would have acted like you after the Super Bowl.
Oh, you
Somebody
son
else
of a
was
bitch.
shooting me.
At least I had a reason to watch the Super Bowl, you light skinned fuck.
Hey, holler at me when you catch up, baby. Holler at me when you catch up.
Hey, there you go. There you go, like a Cowboy fan, 25
That's
years
right.
in the past.
That's right.
What have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately?
All
Looking
us in the bit.
looking like Darth Vader right now. Shut the hell up. I am your father, bitch.
Looking like Anakin
the
on
hate,
Ahsoka.
let the hate flow through you, Jack.
Hold on, the Sith leader.
Sith Lord. He's Sith Lord.
The
Get
old
right.
motherfucker.
Sith Lord.
All right, what the fuck I missed?
No.
we talked about Jade.
We talk about
Okay.
Jay. We talk. They hate Jimmy.
Yeah,
Jimmy
please
Uso.
give us your opinion on Jimmy Uso.
We know what his opinion is. Fine. He sucks. All right. Can we move on?
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Damn. What you saying on Jimmy Uso?
Jimmy
Yeah.
Uso.
They're saying that his whole
main event.
presentation.
He was
they
in the
can't have-
fucking main event of SmackDown last week. So because of that, they had to bring in Pat McAfee, John Cena, and The Rock on SmackDown this week.
Which is
All
not
I'ma
the reason
say
they
is-
bought it. It's because TKO took over and they wanted to make a big splash in the ratings.
Yeah. They looked at the SmackDown last week. They said Jimmy Uso. Oh fuck! Make some calls. Make some calls.
Who in the blue hell are you, son?
Let's get this show out the shitter.
All I'm gonna say is I don't get it. But the Jimmy Uso, I don't get it. I don't
get the personality, the heel.
I'm
change.
not hating or
None of that
anything,
get
but
it. I don't get the creative. I don't get it. It's stupid. Now the wrestling is whatever. He's been wrestling. My point was he's been wrestling tag team, so it's gonna take him a while to adjust to be main event style. Now his Tyrion brother has transitioned well. He's main event Jey Uso. I get, they not the exact same. So
main event of Sunday Night Heat.
I think he's doing great.
So can we get
He's
a
main
house
event
show
of
Jimmy?
Sunday Night Heat. Velocity.
So can we call him House Show Jimmy then? Since we got main event Jey Uso, we got House Show Jimmy.
House show.
He ain't even house show. He's parking lot. He's parking lot Jimmy right now.
He's Raw Underground Jimmy.
Yeah.
Y'all are absolutely hard. I'm not participating in this.
He's at backyard wrestling. Backyard wrestling, Jimmy. They use barbed wires as
VCU. Don't you do
VCW. Jimmy.
Don't you do them like that. Don't you do them like that.
I won't do Mr. Ponce.
Don't do Mr. Ponce like that.
You know what I could do Mr. Ponce like.
That's not very oozy of you. But yeah, so The Rock came back. It was big explosions. One interesting thing that came with
live.
Yeah, what's that?
There was explosions live too, apparently.
Oh shit.
Wait, what happened? What
Yeah.
happened? What are
Just-
your internet sources telling you?
No, just everyone was really excited, men and women, just to see their.
Yeah, a lot of orgasms. No,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's The Rock.
like I saw like all on Instagram, everybody like was just taking pictures with this
With The
dude,
Rock.
like
Mhm.
with the
In-
Rock,
including
and he
Kevin
was-
Lee's wife. She liked taking pictures with other men.
I saw Triple H had knee pads on for some reason.
I mean, you got it's The
I
Rock.
mean,
You got to
everybody
do
was
what you
just
got to
like,
do. Vince been doing it for years. So
let me
But you know
Let me
what
say
really?
this.
You know what really?
wait, real quick. Let me just say this.
Mhm.
It's the opposite of what CM Punk got.
Now look. You know what really chaps my ass about the whole situation?
Chaps
What
your
chaps your
ass.
what chaps your
You know,
ass?
really chaps my ass
Yeah.
is the fact, again, I don't know who Austin Theory's getting pegged by to get all these rubs.
He's not
But
getting paid.
He's getting pegged by somebody to get all these rubs.
Not
But-
anymore.
But
Some was
listen-
getting rubs.
Yeah.
Some was getting rubs.
Yeah, but just imagine if they would have saved that for when Roman was there and Rock interrupted Roman. If that's the route y'all going, why didn't they save that for that?
I don't think that's the route they're going. That's a good point. I don't think they're going that route this year. I think, yeah.
I'll say this is probably why. I think this was completely like not gonna say a one-shot thing, but the fact that The Rock was literally like an hour away in Boulder.
Oh yeah.
And granted, that is something they could have had. Hey Roman, we're
Yo.
trying to set this shit up.
Yeah.
Bring your
Get
fucking
your ass
in.
here. Yeah.
Get
You
your
are the
ass
champ.
in.
Come on.
You know, you get
But
your
that's
ass
why
in here.
I don't think that's the route that they're going. Like, I don't think The Rock would have dropped.
Well,
it.
that's not
he
the
was
route.
going in
Then
Hollywood.
can we end this
We're in the middle.
bloodline
Run,
shit?
guys, run.
They're going to end it with
Run.
Cody. What?
Run,
Why y'all raising
who's
your hand?
running?
I don't know. It's confusing. All right, D-Lo, go.
So y'all heard the pop The Rock got, right?
Amazing.
So
I heard it here.
last week we were talking about who's the Mount Rushmore of this era.
Oh,
and
you
I said Seth Rollins is not.
bitch. Oh, he got my ass.
Yeah, see,
Damn.
She-
it pissed me off.
She agrees. She agrees.
Mrs. Hollywood agrees with me.
Yeah,
With
she
Seth
agrees.
Rollins,
Mhm.
do y'all see what I mean now? Seth Rollins, comparing him to like a Macho Man or a Rock. Look at The
You
Rock
can't
is
do
just
that.
on another
You
planet.
can't do that.
He's on
You
Of
can't
another
do
course
that.
it is, because he's a movie star.
Seth
And he's The
Rollins
Rock.
is just a dude.
No,
20 years from now, we're not gonna
no.
want Seth Rollins in the
That-
ring.
you
We
can't-
still
You
want
don't-
The
you
Rock
don't know that,
wrestling
though.
at 51 years
D-Lo.
old.
Philo, you don't know that though. You don't know that yet.
This
That's the
what
thing.
you got. This what you got to understand.
I don't think that's fair.
I understand what you're trying to say, but you can't compare. You can't compare.
The Rock
like,
is a
The
once in a
Rock-
generational
You can't compare
talent.
The Rock. Put it like this. That's just like when The Rock
Oh,
first started
God.
to get a little big,
Mhm.
and let's say Hogan came back and he had this huge fucking pop. You know,
Yeah.
and I'm talking about before he became the electrified. Like, come on,
Yeah.
man.
Shit, you can even put that WrestleMania jank when they cheer Hogan over Rock
Over Rock.
in their
Yeah.
in their match.
Yeah.
And Rock
now
was
that
just
would
as
that
good.
happen? Would that happen today? Absolutely not. But
Right.
I mean, Rock was building to be a mech. I mean, you can't compare him.
Yeah.
He's in a different stratosphere than
On-
anybody
on-
in wrestling. That's including John Cena.
Speaking of pops, though,
Yeah.
second loudest pop came from who, y'all? Who, Jason? Go ahead and say his name.
I don't know where you're going.
Mm,
John
It
Cena.
came from Bobby. It came
Oh,
from
yeah.
Bobby.
Mm.
It came from
Oh,
Bobby.
he was
Lashley.
already talking trash about Bobby before you got up
He
here.
came from
Yeah.
Bobby
Yeah,
Lashley.
Jason
He
said
I
Jason
was.
said Bobby couldn't wrestle a 5-star match.
No, he said Jimmy Uso
Has
is on
he?
the same level as Bobby.
After Dave Messler.
Yep. He said
He'll
Jimmy
never
was
be
on
on
the
it.
same level as Bobby.
They are. No, don't
Yes,
you
you
dare.
did. Don't
I
try
said
to backtrack.
wrestling
Don't
wise. I'm not
backtrack,
saying
you son of a bitch.
No, I'm
Don't
not saying
backtrack now.
you motherfucker. Shut up.
Don't
Yeah,
backtrack
you
now.
got your little mustache. You think you
look,
listen.
Hollywood, give you that Hollywood experience.
Oh God. All right, our ratings just went through the roof. No, I'm saying wrestling skill wise, Bobby at 42. I mean, that's still not a great comparison to be honest, because Jay Uso's a lot younger, but they have I'm just saying, like the superstar, the main event attractions in WWE aren't Daniel Bryan and giving 5-star matches. They are giving, except for Seth Rollins. They have a certain ceiling. John Cena, Brock Lesnar. They're the big A's. They're not giving, they're not giving what
I
a
can't say that.
35-year-old, 36-year-old.
I can't say. Hold on, wait a minute. I can't even say that because are you trying to say hasn't never given a 5-star match?
No. Has Bobby
Cena
ever
has given a 5-star?
Oh
Cena
yeah,
has given a 5-star match. Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar has given us a 5-star, multiple 5-star matches.
Him and Kurt Angle, come on, man.
Right. Kurt
Yeah,
Angle's
when he was in
given us-
his 20s.
It don't matter. He's done it.
He's done
Right,
it.
but
I'm
I'm talking about no. I'm not saying in the totality of career. I'm talking about at old age, at their big age. Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley, 2023. They have the same. They don't have a bigger skill set, move set than Jay or Jimmy Uso. I'm just saying.
You know what this is?
What Brock is who he works with.
This is the goalpost. And every time we prove Jason wrong about Bobby Lashley, it gets pushed back further and further. Jason.
I'm waiting for you to make
Bob,
a consistent point about Bobby Lashley. I'm begging you. I'm begging you.
Point is Bobby Lashley is a fucking star, and he's over in the damn company. He gets the.
What is Bobby right now?
Every time he comes out, he gets possibly the biggest or the second loudest.
He is on his way to becoming the Big Show. Because he was a baby face last week. He's a heel this week. Maybe he'll be a baby face the next week, and then he'll be a heel the next week.
Jason, you got it.
He might let those bookers book him into being Paul White.
This is beyond.
I said it.
This is beyond. He is. You done made Hollywood take his headphones off. You done made D'Lo
really close to booking himself or letting himself being booked
I'm ready to go
into
get
irrelevancy.
What? Okay.
I said it.
Hey y'all
don't want to say it. I said
it. This is Jason trying to have a hot
This is
take,
J. Lou out.
I
would drop this mic, but it costs a lot of money.
He's failing miserably trying to have
you sound like
hot
Trump.
Take. Having
and I want to impeach you. I want to impeach you, and I want you to go to jail, just like Trump.
Whatever. and someone's gonna grab you by your pussy.
Bigly. I want you to go to jail, bigly.
Yeah,
but
you've been proven wrong each week about Bobby.
No. The only thing I've been proven wrong about is that Bobby is Latino. I did not realize that he was Latino. Wow. He's Polymania. He should be a part of LWO. He'd be the tallest person there. Now that's a stable.
That ain't a statement either. My son is the tallest dude in LWO if he joined.
The tallest dude
will help them out.
No, and I'm talking about the baby. And I'm talking about the baby.
Why are you yelling so loud? So angry there. No, the tallest dude in LWO is the Filipino guy.
The tallest dude ain't even Latino. Yeah,
the Filipino guy is the tallest guy in LWO. Why you want to be serious?
My God,
that's why you need Bobby, like the hurt LWO. I don't know. Just make it happen.
Franchise and Jason, my bad. So. Does anyone want to see? I want to see Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Cody can finish his story fucking 2-3 years from now. Like that could wait at this point. I want to see Rock versus Roman Reigns.
But it don't.
I mean, that's the big money match.
It don't need the belt.
It don't need the belt.
Stop holding the belt hostage.
Which means that Cody not winning the belt at WrestleMania is that much of a worse decision because this doesn't need the belt. Cody could have been wrestling
Royal Rumble, and it would feel
they're not gonna make Roman lose the belt at any other pay-per-view than WrestleMania. Because all this would have been for nothing if he loses anywhere else other than WrestleMania.
We booked ourselves into a corner because it's like, well, you want him to lose.
It sounds like they booked themselves into a corner.
Well, yeah, he booked it. I mean, you want him to lose, but when do you want him to lose? When would it make sense? Like when he beats Hogan's record?
He should have been lost.
No, he has to hold another. He has to hold another year and a half.
Yeah, they said. They said to the next WrestleMania.
Yeah,
can y'all imagine him holding the belt?
No, but listen, I seen a scenario where they said that it'll be what they really wanted to do is have him face Rock at WrestleMania next year. Him beat Rock. Hold the belt a whole nother year, and then have Cody beat him the following year after he breaks Hogan's record. Ideally, that's what they want.
Can Cody hold on to his popularity that long?
No, because he's pissing in the wind right now. They have nothing.
They
Who's he
have
feuding
nothing for
with?
him. They don't
Who's
have
he
nothing.
feuding? Yeah, he's just out there
He's
talking.
doing stuff with the New Day. I said
He's making trades.
He's he's getting
My dude's
Jay.
Dan Snyder right now. He's playing general. He's Jerry Jones. He's playing general manager on Raw.
This is what he's doing: bringing in Jimmy Uso. Jay is Uso, bringing in Jade, and he's doing this. I think semi thing with the Judgment Day or whatever.
Again.
But I'll just say this: what I've seen online, and I saw on YouTube through this YouTube channel, these guys, they sat there and said that WWE basically already has who they want to win the Royal Rumble. And I told you guys the thing, but they said right now it's either going to be LA Knight or Gunther that's going to win the Royal Rumble, and one of them are going to go after supposed to be going after
I don't see that shit.
and I think they said one of them is going to go after Seth Rollins. So it says
Gunther.
They say it's going to either be LA. They say it's leaning more towards Gunther, but they said LA Knight is still somewhat in the picture. They say Gunther is the one that has like the momentum right now. Jason, shake your head all you want. Once again, something else you're being proved wrong about with Gunther.
It should not be either one. Look, one, because then
as Grayson Waller say, Le Knight. I don't want to see Le Knight as world champion right now. Like I would have loved to see him as US champ or Intercontinental champ, something like that. I don't want to really necessarily see him as world champ. Like,
so does that mean Seth Rollins is champion through WrestleMania then?
I think from my understanding, he's going to be
probably
until WrestleMania, and I think it's going to end up being Gunther and Gunther versus Rollins or whatever.
Ooh, that'll put asses in seats.
So what the fuck are you talking about, Jason?
Falling asleep just thinking about Gunther and Seth.
Are you trying to say Gunther hasn't had any goddamn great matches this past?
Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling?
Why am I yelling? Because Jason is talking stupid, and y'all know he's talking stupid. Every damn match we've seen with Gunther.
I know you are in love with a Nazi. I get it. I know that is your favorite Nazi out of all of them. I get it.
You got it, Jason.
I get it. You love him.
You got it.
Jason, you don't have a leg to stand on talking about Jimmy Uso's on the same level
look at your co-host. Your co-host
just let us run this show. Just let us run the show. You just sit back and shut
yell louder, please, franchise.
Go to freeze again like this, Jason. Go to freeze again like this. Let us run the show. Just shut the hell up.
I thank you, Mustafa. Do you know this person? Mufasa.
Mufasa. Oh, he's up here.
He said it. Franchise, please yell louder.
That's my dude.
His hearing aids still on. Yeah. I mean, hey, you guys could be entertained by Gunther and Seth Rollins. Yeah. It puts me to sleep.
No, Jason, ask me one question. Has Gunther not had great matches every match he's had on pay-per-view? Yes or no?
Don't be commenting like me, Jason. You sorry sack of shit.
Yeah, I can type too, nigga.
Oh,
yes or no, Jason?
He's had great matches. So has Orange Cassidy. I also don't want to see him in the main event.
So time out, pause. Let's stop this shit right now. Let's stop this shit right there. You really gonna fucking sit here?
You love Orange Cassidy. I wanted to mention somebody who you love and adore.
Don't even do this shit. Don't even do this shit. I don't love and adore Orange Cassidy. I said Orange Cassidy doing what the fuck he's supposed to be doing. But you sitting here trying to compare Gunther, what he's done with Sheamus, what he's done with everybody else, what he's doing now with Gable,
hard-hitting matches.
You got it, Chief.
That wrestling fans love.
My fault.
That is not a WrestleMania match, but I could be wrong. He is a heel.
There you go.
Seth is a big baby face.
There you go.
We'll put Jimmy.
What do you mean
I'm not excited about it.
What do you mean?
I'm not excited about it. You guys can be excited about it. About Gunther having 60-minute matches and chopping Sheamus. You guys love that. I love it sometimes too. I don't want to see it at WrestleMania in Philly. Sorry. What I did want to talk about is I got it. What I did want to talk about is TKO. And UFC, WWE is now they're under one umbrella organization. Bianca and Montez, and honestly, I think that's the real reason that The Rock was in SmackDown. But I could be wrong. But
It was to save it from the drizzling shits of Jimmy Uso main event. That's all that was.
I think they wanted to make a big show and big splash in the
I did
ratings.
it-
Show
I
that they
did it
still
for
have
you,
star
Jay.
power.
I did it for Jay. I did it for
did
Jay
it
Uso.
For Jay.
I did it.
Did it
I did it
for
for
the
I'm still in the
bloodline.
bloodline. I'm still in the
did it.
bloodline. I'm still in the bloodline. Like,
Now that
come
shit
on,
don't
man.
make any sense. Like
It don't make
I'm
no
not gonna
damn
pretend like
sense.
that makes sense.
I-
But
I'll be-
it was an
I'll
interesting.
be at the only theater.
That shit, man.
Yeah, it's so bad. Roman Reigns
Yeah,
ain't even
that
showing
rough.
up
Yeah,
for
Willie
it,
Hall.
but he shouldn't. He's above that. But I thought it was interesting for TKO that the big splash they had in Wall Street announcing the partnership, that they chose Bianca and Montez to be kind of the wrestlers on hand. Bianca made a lot of sense. Montez is an interesting choice because he's just been a tag champion, but he has a lot of promise or whatnot. What do you guys think about that? Them choosing Bianca and Montez to be like the face of this new merger and
I ain't gonna
the
say they the
future.
face of it. I think Bianca.
Well, they were up there. They were up there. Yeah.
I will say this: Bianca, I understand why she's doing it. They just brought her husband with her.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I kind of think the same
Montez
thing.
is
I
just a
honestly
tag
think the
along.
same thing.
Yeah.
He's this generation's Mark Marrow.
Oh no.
Oh, he's equivalent of Elizabeth. Wow, damn, that's fucked up, man.
Damn.
He's eye candy. Y'all gonna do Montez like that?
Yeah.
Damn. I mean,
Yeah.
ain't nothing
I'm not
wrong
gonna-
with being eye
I don't
candy
think
right
that's
now.
right, but I ain't gonna defend it too much.
Ain't nothing wrong with being eye candy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That Hollywood
Hey,
experience
look,
at
look,
43
Bianca.
years old.
Bianca, we want you there. You're the biggest face in the company.
Bianca.
We want you there.
Bianca.
We
Bianca.
want you. That's what Vince said. We want you there, Bianca. Can Taz come?
No,
Yo.
he probably called her
Yeah.
Jacqueline or something.
Yo,
Yeah.
oh shit. Yo, they said Vince looked like a they said Vince like a
Yeah,
Telenova.
whatever, Jacqueline.
A
Get your
tele-
ass back ass in here.
Hey, look, they said
Hey.
Vince looked like a Telenova villain now, yo. I ain't saying
This
it right,
man looks
but
absolutely crazy.
he
And
looks
Vin-
terrible.
he got that
Vince
Mitch
McMahon-
McConnell look to him.
Vince McMahon looks like he hosts Sabado Elegante. Like he's about to sit there in the big ass side. He's Sabado
looks-
Elegante.
Absolutely horrible.
What y'all know about that?
I know about Sabado Elegante.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus.
They had that little
Take
short
him,
dude.
Lord. Take
that was
Vince
Pedro
McMahon and Mitch
that was
McConnell,
Pedro
Lord.
Martinez mascot. That was
Wow.
D-Lo know what I'm talking about. That's why he weak right there. You know what I'm talking about? That little short little dude that was like, I think he passed away. That was like Pedro Martinez mascot.
So
Pablo Francisco. I'm like, Sabado Elegante. Cancel me.
Cancel me.
well, speaking of somebody who was canceled, I know this is going to there's a lot of internet chatter about this. The hate bots are coming out, but much as the chagrin of many, basement dwellers and people who just generally don't like her, Nia Jax is back, baby. She's back and breaking hearts and backs and
sitting on faces.
and sitting on faces. most importantly, sitting on faces. Day one, my hole. Yeah,
I'm gonna just
she's back.
say this.
Go ahead.
I like Nia Jax,
Mhm.
but she still ain't learned no type of safety protocols whatsoever. Like, goddamn, girl, your uncle did the bonsai splash, this bonsai drop his entire career as his finishing move, and to make sure with his weight he didn't really goddamn kill somebody like he could have, he kept holding on to the ropes. You could have got there gonna pop Rhea's boob muscle or something the way you just dropped down without no holding on to the ropes or anything. I was like, this bitch right here, yo, just don't give a fuck or something. So yeah,
Mommy's a big girl. She can handle it. She's all right.
oh, okay,
I
listen.
don't think she can handle all that though.
The scariest
That's
thing
a lot of ass. That is a lot of ass.
the scariest thing I ever saw in the ring with her was when she took on Kari Zane and dude's gonna do something. And you hear Kairi Sane screaming, "Not ready, not ready, not ready, not ready!" And she
Like, bitch, you ready?
she definitely like
You
dropped,
ready now?
she dropped her
You gonna
ass
learn
like on her
today.
head or some shit, yo. Like I was like, God damn, Naya. For
I
real.
mean, I hope nobody. Yeah, no. What all you saying is right. I
I
hope
would
nobody
love to
gets
see
hurt.
a match. You know what? I
But
would love to see a match in her and Liv Morgan. Oh, it would be a botch fest. Botchamania, baby.
you can't help yourself.
No,
You have a
'cause somebody-
sexual fantasy
Liv
of
might
shitting
seriously
on
get
her.
hurt. Liv might seriously get hurt. Yeah.
Well, she
I don't
hurt
want to see
now,
that.
so
So
Damn.
wow.
Terrible.
I mean, I'm glad. I always, I think she's a big attraction. Is she unsafe? I'll let you more reputable folks
I
talk
mean,
about
shit.
that.
I'll take
I
the bond like
mean,
Brock.
is Seth Rollins? He hurt Sting. Like botches happen. She has a lot of them. I get that, but I'm kind of glad to see her back.
Shout out for being medically cleared. Piper Niven.
She can have great matches with her. Other big girls. I like big girls in wrestling. I think it's a good. I don't want everybody to look like a Barbie and 120 pounds soaking wet. So I like a little
it's
ass
only
in
like
a match.
it's only been like 4 of the last 25 years.
Right? It hasn't been that
Nobody-
many.
Like 4
And
or
she's
5
really pretty. So
in
I
the
mean that
last
helped her.
25 years. So
Yeah, she's
But
really
you had
pretty and she has
you had
connections. So
Bull Nakano, Awesome
Bull-
Kong,
she was awesome. Yeah. Great.
Aja Kong, Nia Jax, and
Pepper Niven.
Hyper Living now.
Piper Niven.
That's it. Only 5. What was that? 5, 6 big
Yeah,
girls,
5.
and they all. I mean, I like it. I mean, Nia Jax needs some training. Maybe send her to NXT instead of Jade. I don't know. What about the internet will fucking explode when they have a match, when Jade Cargill and Nia have a match. They won't be able to handle it.
We talked about Jade Cargill at the beginning. What do you think about her jump to WWE potentially?
Potentially, I see it
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
potentially,
according to internet
whatever.
sources.
I look at it as Vince and them aren't stupid. She is a fucking attract. She's an attraction. I mean, people like her. People mainly, the brothers and stuff we like her, but white folk like her. It's a guy in my job or whatever. This dude, he looks like he could be like the Unabomber or some shit like that.
Oh.
He's
That's
like,
not nice. That's not nice.
Listen. He look like he'll blow the building up, but that's my guy or whatever. But
With friends like that,
He might after he watched this podcast.
right? He might blow your ass up. Bully
Bully
you.
He's like, hey, he says, yeah, I really don't know much about wrestling, but he says, I seen AEW and I know Jade Cargill. That's exactly what
I had the exact same conversation
that's
with
exactly
my brother-in-law. He
that's
don't watch
exactly-
AEW. He was like, that one right there, she's something.
No, this
Same
dude said he don't
conversation I
look.
had.
This dude
Yeah.
said he don't watch wrestling,
Yep.
but he said he flipped saw AEW. He says, I know Jade Cargill. And I was like, I was like, oh really? And he went, just like that. So
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. She's a star. There's no way they can put her on NXT and have her here, but she does. I think maybe let her get 2 months of just seasoning, of working with, working with, one of the
Who would
trainers.
you put her with first? I put her with Becky right away because Becky's gonna make her look like a star. That would just be
Becky
me.
would.
Around WrestleMania, let her train up a little bit.
I would do Becky, and then I would do Bianca and Jade Cargill at WrestleMania.
I might hold off on that.
I would hold off on it till next year.
I might do Charlotte
next
and
year.
Jade at WrestleMania.
Oh, that's
but
gonna
no,
be
no,
That's
but
not
you
gonna
know-
be good.
You know what? If she comes at Royal Rumble, then how do we do it? Because she can't.
That would be
Yeah,
That
if she
awesome
comes at
if she
Royal
can.
Rumble, then
That's
she
the way
has
to
that
do it.
one marquee feud before that leads up to WrestleMania. So it's not. It's gonna. Who would it be then?
But I put it like this. This is how it's going to either. It's almost like I say like Becky is probably for me personally. I'm just saying. I think Becky and Charlotte are the most ring general wise like people
Can't
that
relate
can
to
help
W.
help carry not carry her but help her along.
Yeah, make it look like a big deal and
Make
not
her
but
look
botching
right.
all that. Yeah.
Right,
But I think
make her look like a big deal in the match. I know a lot of people do not like Charlotte for whatever, but Charlotte can help
She can
people
fucking
look
go.
decent.
The
Yeah,
problem with Charlotte is though, like when things fall apart, she's back. Like she gets terrible. It feel like her matches look like they're very well like laid out, but like as soon as something kind of just fucks up in
goes
the
off
middle,
script. Yeah,
yeah, everything just starts shutting down for her. So I was thinking,
it can't be Becky though, because I
well,
think I think they're gonna work Becky with Rhea for WrestleMania. They've been
I was
putting that off for a while.
I was just curious to see like what Becky's contract status was, and apparently her contract is up June 2024. So I would get her in the ring with Becky right away. Because my thing is
Just in
like
case. Yeah.
Jade doesn't strike me as a person that's going to be in the business like 10, 15 years. I think she's going to be in for like a good solid 5 to 10.
that's why. Here's the way. That's why you have. This is going back to the territory days and using her as like an attraction. That's when like when Abdullah the Butcher would go to different fucking like territories. It was like, oh shit, fucking Abdullah's here. It's a big deal. Or else when Andre used to go to the different territories, oh shit, you know what I'm saying, like that. You use her as because goddamn, because like she has it all except being 100% awesome in the ring. She's decent in the ring. She has the look. She got sex appeal, and I mean, she looks fucking intimidating, like a monster. Like the chick, goddamn, the chick
Charisma
got
too.
right. She got charisma. You know, she's gonna have to kind of, I guess, tone it down a little bit at WWE as far as with the language and everything. She can't, you know, with the cut the shit and the bull.
And I'll be honest with you,
like that.
I saw an interview with her recently, and she was talking about like not knowing how to properly do a chair shot, and the only person that told her was CM Punk, which is fucking crazy that she had been with the organization that long. And I ultimately think that is the reason that she's choosing to go to WWE, because she realized her potential, her value, and to be a
she
true
also went,
superstar, she's got to go to WWE.
And she also went because of Cody. Like she trained at the Nightmare Factory, like the Nightmare Factory. With Dustin? Dustin trained her and shit. Like when Cody left, he was like, yo, he was saying stuff that needs to happen at AEW. He said, yo, give my, you know, Cody Vader, the elevator thing. Yeah, he said, give that shit to fucking Jade. Like,
Well, he loved him some black women, so of course he was gonna do that. Well, he's African American himself, so
he's Cuban too.
Isn't that the same thing? Isn't that the same thing?
So he could be in LWO too.
No.
All types of new members.
He would be the second biggest member after Bobby. Like, shit, put him there. I love it. I'm for it. Real quick, we gotta go. I did want to
Did we talk about the PWI top 10?
No, I want to talk about that next week. I want to talk about that next week because that's a big deal and bullshit. Some of it. I did want to talk about real quick before we go, and we can talk about this next week as well. It's a rumor. Rumor has it that AEW will be shown. We've talked about this before. This is going to be shown on HBO Max, 12 pay-per-views a year. That it is a foregone conclusion. Would that elevate AEW? And then we can end with those thoughts there.
What do you mean by elevate? Like
make them more on par with WWE, because right now the business model is around pay-per-views and paying the fee. Would that make them more popular? Get them out there and bring them to a wider audience with HBO Max audience.
Here's the whole thing, man. Like people keep trying to, you know, do. Man, WWE has like what a fucking 50-year head start on these guys, man. Just let them goddamn cook. And I mean, considering the thing that what they've done in 4 years, is about to get ready, not even 5 years yet. Like it's what they've done in 4 years. Because me and Jason went to the very first Dynamite show that was here in DC.
And D'Lo went too, didn't you?
Yep.
He went
You was
to.
there, D-Lo?
He wasn't. Yeah, he had a seat with us.
Yeah, oh, that's right. You was down there. Yeah, you weren't with us.
Yeah.
But like the fact that they've done what they've done in 4 years, man, just let them be them and let them gradually build stuff. I mean, it's going to take time for them to build the brand that is them. The thing that helped WCW or NWA with their brand was they had a complete, this is back territory days. They owned basically from Virginia, Maryland, Virginia, all the way down to fucking Florida. NWA, WCW owned like a quarter of the goddamn country. And then WCW had a thing. And then on top of that, what helped them out was when Hogan left, who at the time, hate him, love him, or whatever, is the biggest star in wrestling history. Goddamn, yes, Hulk Hogan is the biggest star in wrestling history.
The Rock is, but okay, continue.
Hulk Hogan is the biggest star in wrestling history. There is no Rock without Hulk Hogan, Jason. Please, please stop it.
You're wrong, but continue.
I'm D-Lo.
Continue. Don't let me derail you. Don't let me derail you.
Listen,
Don't let me derail you. Don't let me derail you.
Let's set aside what Hogan's done outside the ring with his comments and stuff. Hulk Hogan is the biggest wrestling star in history. Like, let's just.
You said it. Bunch. Who? Bunch. Hulk Hogan.
From everyone who is our age and up.
Thank
yes.
you.
To people who are younger than us.
All right, mute yourself.
You don't know who the fuck
Mute
Hulk Hogan
yourself.
is.
Mute yourself, dude.
The Rock is the biggest star.
Mute yourself.
Mute
To
yourself.
ever be in
If
wrestling.
we're doing a Mount
Right, in
Rushmore
2023.
ever, if we're doing a Mount Rushmore ever, yes, The Rock is on there with Austin, but Hogan's like the first guy. Like
Thank you.
he's the first guy.
Yes, he is.
It's Hogan, Ric Flair,
None of-
Rock, and Austin. Fuck
Yeah.
the Undertaker. He's on another Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, he's not up there. Yeah, let's be
But
honest.
it's Hogan, Flair,
Nah,
Rock,
it's
and
those
Austin.
four. It's those four.
Right. It's those four, period. End of the story.
I want to talk about this next week because I believe in my heart and my soul, The Rock is
Jason,
the biggest
you
star
are black and
to
be black.
ever
You are like the black and be blackest light-skinned person to ever walk the planet. We get it.
You also probably
Well,
believe
Hulk Hogan
all
is
of
darker than The Rock, so I
Hey,
just
you
want to say that.
probably also believe you still got hair on your head too, don't you?
I got hair on my balls. I ain't gonna say what I want to say, but
That shit
The
probably
Rock
that
is
shit,
the
and that
biggest
shit probably as
star,
nappy as your beard
and
too.
The Rock is the biggest.
Rock is
star,
not the biggest star in
bigger
wrestling
than
history.
Hogan.
He is not.
He was
It's
not.
an argument.
in
It's
20
an argument that Austin is still bigger. Is a bigger wrestling star than The
That's an
Rock.
argument, but that's a dumb argument.
How was that a
because-
dumb
It's
argument?
not
Because-
Dude,
no.
Because the truth
316.
is,
You got it, Jason.
Wrestling
the
wise,
truth is,
Austin was
the
bigger, but bigger.
I'm not just
appeal
talking
is
about
Rock.
wrestling. I'm talking about because we're talking about Mount Rushmore. We're talking about popular culture. We're talking
Okay.
about the
So that
average
means
fan.
it's Hulk
And
Hogan,
we're,
nigga.
and we're not talking
What are we
about a bunch
talking
of old
about?
niggas to 70s. We're talking
That
about
is Hulk Hogan, nigga.
people
What are we
that are
talking about?
under our age who don't know who the fuck he is, but they do know who Dwayne Johnson
People still
is.
know who Hulk Hogan is.
Shazam. Name me one good movie that Hulk was in
No holds barred, bitch. Zeus.
that made money.
No holds barred.
That made money. That made money.
He was in Rocky 3.
Right. Thank you. Thunder Lips. What are we talking about here?
Come on, man.
You're
bald-headed.
comparing
Oh
a
my
movie
God. No,
in the 80s
Oh my god.
to
Yo,
a
check
A
box
movie in the 80s that
office
still
juggernaut.
That still has
Are you
spin-offs. That still has
kidding me?
spin-offs in
Are
Creed.
you kidding
Creed.
me?
Creed.
I
Have you
would-
been- Hey, I'm convinced.
listen,
Jason
we're
been hanging-
gonna
Jason
extend
been
this for
hanging
about
with
15
Tony
minutes. We're
Ayo.
gonna extend this about 15
Jason been
minutes.
hanging with Tony
We
Ayo
are
right
going
now.
to
I
extend
don't know
this
what
to
the
15
fuck he
minutes
on right now. I
because
don't know what the fuck
are
he
you
on.
kidding me that the Rock, that Hulk fucking Hogan in
Hulk Hogan.
2023
Hulk
that
Hogan
Hulk is a bigger
See,
legend?
this is what you want to do, Jason.
This
No,
is-
you talking
this
about
is
some
why we need
2023.
a younger
I
generation
said
up
of
here.
all time,
We
Jason.
gotta, man, we
Of
gotta
all
end this.
time.
shit.
You're trying
Guess
to say
what? All
2023.
time doesn't
We gotta
it's
end
not
this
the
shit.
80s. All time is from
all
the
time
80s and
includes
70s
everything.
to
Hulk Hogan
now.
is the
To
biggest
now.
wrestling star of
Not
all
20 years
time.
ago.
Hulk
Right.
Hogan is the
And guess
biggest
what?
wrestling star of
In
all time.
you have to
Of all
include
time.
now. You have to
I
include
mean, did you
now.
forget about
He is the
WrestleMania
biggest
18
box office
when
star.
The Rock was at his peak and everyone
Oh
was like, yo,
my
fuck The Rock,
God,
Hollywood
yo.
Hogan came out? What are we doing, Jason?
You love talking about the past. I'm talking about.
I'm not
right
talking about.
now.
I'm talking about
if
right
Hulk
now.
Hogan,
Hulk Hogan is the biggest wrestler.
I tell you this. I tell you this. If The Rock came on SmackDown,
I'm gonna tell you what this is.
He would not have had an ovation like The Rock has. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Jason is the.
You trying to say Hulk Hogan ain't never had an ovation like that? Shut the hell up,
you
man.
Didn't. You're not listening to what I'm saying. I said if Hulk Hogan came on SmackDown on Friday,
right there.
He would not have had the reaction that The Rock had.
D-Lo, listen to what I'm about to say. Jason Lewis is the epitome of a LeBron James fan. Wrestling didn't start until fucking Rock started. Hogan is like Michael fucking Jordan. Everyone knows goddamn.
There we go.
And that's Hogan is Michael Jordan. And see, there we go. And see, there we go. And he's right there. He's like, right now, it is LeBron James.
You are comparing your childhood. You're using your childhood, and it is blinding you.
I love it.
To what is obvious,
Jason.
To what is happening right now.
There's like metrics out there that suggest that Hogan is like probably the biggest star in the business. Like Austin and Rock are up there, yes, but Hogan's here. Rock and Austin like just under him.
I mean,
there would be no wrestling. There would be no wrestling if Hulk Hogan.
There would be a lot of wrestling for a lot of people. A lot of people helped Hogan get to where he was. Dude, Hogan absolutely helped the wrestling business. He's a juggernaut, but he's not a bigger star than The Rock is in 2023. That's ridiculous.
Stop.
Yo,
I listen to enough foolishness during the week. They have to come up here and listen to this bullshit. Just stop.
Thank you, Butts. Because this is ridiculous.
No, nigga, you stop too.
It's beyond ridiculous.
It's not like he's just talking to me.
No, he is talking to you. That's what he is. But this is beyond ridiculous. This conversation.
No, you're wrong. It is. Believe me, it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to have different opinions. I wasn't watching wrestling when I was 5. I wasn't watching basketball when I was 5.
Guess
so
what?
I have
when you started watching wrestling,
and I have a different opinion than what you guys have,
and that is okay because of this, right? You started watching wrestling because of this.
Before that, was a big catalyst because we're the rest of the world
because of this. You weren't watching it because of Rocky Maivia. Okay, you was watching wrestling. You really started getting into it because of the NWO and when Hulk Hogan said
before that, but they were a big part of that.
Ridiculous.
And Hulk Hogan was the man. And in that year, yes. And in 2020, like 03, yes, Hogan was.
That's why you can't even get your fucking point straight.
In 2010, on to now, The Rock is a bigger star. Sorry.
Once again, the biggest.
There are people that are listening that are younger. Younger people don't listen to this, but younger people listen to. They don't know. They really don't understand.
If you really think young folk don't know who the hell Hulk Hogan is, you've lost.
And if you really don't think that they know more about The Rock,
you really don't
because he has movies that were made.
No. You basically say no. Of course,
you mentioned a movie in the 80s. You mentioned a movie that was your proof. You mentioned a movie in the 80s.
Who The Rock is, but you acting like they don't know.
A movie in the 80s still has spinoffs today. So what the hell are you talking about?
But nobody's like we've had a whole
we
had a whole new series of Rocky movies.
Nobody watched Creed.
They know more about Michael Jordan than they do of Sylvester Stallone.
Michael Jordan.
So you either evolve or you die off. Like that. That's just the nature of the business.
And
The Rock's a bigger star. And let me tell you something, Jason.
What you're doing right now is the same problem that a lot of young cats are doing.
Right. And a lot of old niggas do the exact same thing. You wrestle your lords or shit that happened in the 80s and 90s.
When it comes to
always do this.
When it comes to older stuff, y'all always try to be like, oh, the old shit. No one gives a fuck about that.
No, the old stuff's great. But just because you had your first blowjob when it was popping doesn't mean it's superior.
You are not understanding
other shit that happens after you got your first blowjob.
There is no wrestling. There is no wrestling what it is today without Terry Bollea, aka Hulk Hogan. I understand people don't like his ass now.
I agree.
Because he's a racist and all that.
I agree.
But because of that, he is the biggest star in wrestling history.
He held
Period.
wrestling together.
No, he
But
is
so
the
did John
biggest
Cena.
star in wrestling
But so did John Cena.
history.
I don't
Okay?
agree. But
He's
we
the
can agree to
biggest star
disagree.
in wrestling history.
This motherfucker.
That's false.
I don't
That
agree.
So
is
you trying to
false.
tell me The
Agree to
Rock is
disagree.
the
But
biggest?
I
No,
respect
no,
your
time out.
opinion.
Time
I
out.
respect
You-
all
I
your
just wanna-
opinions.
I just want to
agree
make
to
sure one
disagree.
thing. I just want to make sure one thing. You really think The Rock is the biggest star?
Yes. Yeah,
in
nigga,
all-
I've been talking about that for
in
20 minutes.
wrestling?
I'm not making this up. It's
Listen
not
to
for
what I'm
shits
saying.
and
I know.
giggles.
Listen to what I'm
Okay,
saying.
all right.
I'm not saying 2023. I'm talking about in all of wrestling history.
No.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson
From
is the biggest. Is the biggest star ever.
in
No,
2023.
and see, y'all see, he not answering my question. I
Yep.
said
Because you're
the
trying to
biggest-
change.
No,
You're
I'm
moving the
not changing.
goalposts back. You're
Oh my
moving
God,
the
Jason, it's
goalposts
the
back.
same
This
question I've been
whole
fucking
conversation
saying.
He took the
has
hood
been
off.
saying since
He done took the hood
2023.
Hell, this
Apparently,
It is the
now,
same question I've been
because-
saying.
but if you would
Jason,
listen to me,
no, Jason.
I said in
you keep saying
2003
And he
when
said history.
when
He said
WrestleMania
history.
2003.
and
He said history.
I'm
When
not.
Ra-
Jason,
when The
Jason,
Rock
no.
and Stone Cold, when The Rock fought
History.
Hollywood Hogan, Hollywood was a bigger star. Hollywood Hogan was a bigger star 15 years ago, 11 years ago. But in the last 10 years in pop culture, because I weight that just as heavy as I do.
How many years did Hogan have then?
Jason, you being
Hogan
ridiculous.
had a long
Time out.
time. He was the man.
Time out. I'm gonna tell you.
Like
I'm
30
gonna tell you
Been a
how.
man.
Like
And
I'ma tell
still
you-
recently.
I'm gonna tell you how he's being ridiculous. At WrestleMania 30, when all three of them was in the ring together, Hogan still had the biggest pop. Everybody was like, "Yo, this is the Mount Rushmore of WWE wrestling, of wrestling WWE," and Hogan was still the most popular dude there. Rock is popular, whatever. But what I'm telling you right now,
whatever.
Jason, and what you are not answering the question because you keep saying 2023. No, I'm talking about all fucking time since the beginning of wrestling, going back to goddamn Frank Gotch.
Hold on.
Right
No,
now,
hold
From
on.
then
Hogan
to now,
is the
No, hold on.
biggest.
Hold on, listen. Hollywood Hogan, if he had 30 years that he's been the top star ever, and you say Rock has the last 10 years, 30 years trumps 10 years, period. So
Okay.
hold on, in 20 more years, if The Rock is still the biggest star out there, then it's a debate. Then you can say who was the top. But for right now, 30 years.
This is what
10
I'm
years.
saying.
Hey, look, we went to the same fucking
Right.
school,
Right.
so I know you got taught well.
I was
So I don't
in
know what
dance
the
classes.
fuck is going on. I don't know.
But
what's
what
going
I'll
on
say
with you.
is,
30 trumps
I
10
think that
all
The
day.
Rock has
all day.
I think The Rock has eclipsed Hulk Hogan in pop culture relevancy and in wrestling because the two kind of feed on one another. Like as good as Seth Rollins, I mean, D'Lo made this one. As good as Seth Rollins is in the ring, he isn't a box office star now. Will he become that? I don't know. I don't think so.
I'm gonna be cussing you out
But
tomorrow.
he
I ain't
is
gonna have
more
no
of
voice.
a he's
I ain't
more
gonna
of
have
a
a voice.
wrestling purist, like Daniel Bryan, like he's
I'm
in
gonna
that
send
lane,
you all
like Ric
types of
Flair.
hateful messages
Now, if we're
all
talking
day
about
long.
Mount Rushmore, we're talking
All
about
day long. You better
popularity,
turn your
and
phone
we're
off.
talking about right in my
You better
mind
turn your
right
phone off.
now.
You getting hate
Hulk-
all day long.
The
tomorrow.
Rock is more popular.
Every
The
time.
Rock is the biggest ever,
Every
and
time.
that's
Every
we got
time
very
I gotta get my
intelligent
raspy
listeners.
voice
Mustafa
tomorrow,
is very
you get a hateful
intelligent.
text.
That is beyond ridiculous, and you know it's ridiculous, and you just doing it right now to troll Jay. I know when Jason.
I'm not. No,
I know when
I think Joe Budden
know
said
when
just because
Jason's
I have a
trolling.
different
You better hope I
personality,
can talk tomorrow.
a different
Jason, I
opinion doesn't mean
You
I'm
better hope I
trolling.
can talk tomorrow.
All I'm saying, it's one thing. It's one thing to have an
I do
opinion,
troll
but it's
sometimes. I do
another.
troll
I'm gonna make you
sometimes
block me tomorrow. That's
because
what
it
I'm
makes
gonna
for
do.
good
It's
content.
ridiculous.
But this right here, I believe.
All hate
So
tomorrow.
of
Hate
all
tomorrow.
time, The Rock is the number one biggest star in wrestling of all time. That's what you're trying to say right now.
You want me to say it again?
Yeah, I really want to.
Yes.
You saying The Rock is the biggest wrestling star of all time?
Yes.
You're right.
Yes.
I guess rock and roll wrestling never happened. I guess Hogan.
Incorrect.
I guess Rock was at WrestleMania. Rock main evented the first 8 WrestleManias. Not
You
Hulk
count
Hogan.
things
I
that
guess
happened
Hulk
in your
Hogan.
childhood with
I'm not even my
way
childhood,
more weight
dude. I'm talking about everything
than
Hulk Hogan
somebody
has
else
done.
would. that
Hulk Hogan has
somebody
done
in the younger
everything.
generation would.
Hulk Hogan is the reason The Rock really exists. Hulk Hogan is the reason Rock exists,
Okay.
and he's done it longer. And people still know who the fuck Hulk Hogan is. You can say, "Oh no, they don't." People don't know who Hulk Hogan. People know who Hulk Hogan is. You can say that all you want.
People know
But
who
there's
The
a
Rock
generation
is.
of folk right now.
People know
who's
who
never
The
seen
Rock is.
No, there's a generation.
More
of folk
people
now
know
who's
who
never
The
seen
Rock is that are
wrestling.
live.
No, what?
Know who The Rock
More
is.
people know who The Rock is that are alive. You've lost your fucking mind,
Yes.
Jason. You got
Because
it.
that's the
Jason.
one unfortunate thing about our generation
We've
is that we
argued
think
the
that
past
people
25
under our
minutes
generation
on
don't
this.
matter and agree with what
It
whatever
ain't
the
got
fuck
nothing.
was
No,
going
it ain't
on.
got nothing to do
No,
with
they
that. The
don't.
problem,
They don't know
no,
it.
it don't got nothing to do
My
with that.
kids
It's
know who
about,
The Rock is. They don't know who
it's
the fuck
about number.
Hulk Hogan
It's
is unless
about
I tell them
number.
about
It's about facts. Listen, the younger generation all about analytics and shit. It's about facts and stats right now. Hogan is the biggest star in wrestling history.
it. Show me a
He's the
metric.
biggest star in wrestling history.
Show me a metric.
He's the biggest star in
That's a
wrestling history.
subjective, but I'm
He
saying
said too much.
that's a subjective thing. Like, I mean, it's like who's the best basketball player? Who's the best? It's
Michael Jeffrey Jordan, but we're not gonna go there for that.
there you go. Like you'll get
Michael
20
Jeffrey.
different metrics and like, oh, if you look at the percentage, all of this is subjective and based off a lot of it's based off where you came, the entry point for wrestling.
D-Lo,
go.
you haven't really said nothing.
Yes,
You
go
may
ahead,
speak.
sir.
I'm sorry. I ain't gonna say you may speak.
I think we've had the benefit, like in basketball, we've had the benefit of watching Michael Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, and I'm in the boat that Michael Jordan is the best player I've ever seen.
Mustafa, you are a genius.
Yeah. So with wrestling, we've had the benefit of watching wrestling since the mid to late 80s. From the mid to late 80s to now. So we've gone through these different eras of wrestling. And without a doubt, Hulk Hogan is the biggest star in wrestling history.
Yeah.
The Rock and Austin are right behind him, but Hogan paved the way with MTV, getting on the mainstream, like movies, doing all that before
Cartoons.
Rock and Austin, cartoons
Yeah,
before Rock and
cartoons,
Austin were even stars. So if it wasn't for him, who knows
And
what
even-
wrestling was going to be?
And hold on, and even Hogan in the downside of his career was still a bigger star than The Rock and Austin in their prime wrestling.
And just when you thought that Hogan was out, he reinvented himself and turned heel and did
NWO.
NWO. Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
that started
I remember
another
when he
boom
had
period.
the-
Another boom
Remember we had the
period.
luchador mask on remember he was like the Patriot. That was a big deal.
That's-
That was his prime. That was prime Hogan.
yeah. That put
That
him
was
on
prime
Mount
Hogan.
Rushmore.
And
That
when he
put
was
him on
in
Mount Rushmore,
when he was on
yeah.
TNA, that
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yep.
oh my
yeah,
God.
that's
he was
solidified-
killing.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was
that's
killing
solidified
the
his Mount
game. Him and
Rushmore.
Eric
Yeah,
Bischoff.
that really did,
that was
yeah.
prime. Yeah,
that was
Yeah.
prime
Hogan,
Hogan.
yeah. That's prime.
What was he
Hogan,
called?
yeah.
No, being like, what was he called when he was something the Patriot?
He was
or
called "I'm Still the Best, Bitch."
Wow.
Catch me if you can, bitch. That's what
The Rock never needed to go to TNA. That's no disrespect, but I mean, he didn't need the money
That's because he quit wrestling because he couldn't hack it. Anyway, next he became a movie star.
and became a billionaire. Okay.
He quit.
It was getting beat up by Ben Diesel.
I'm making $50 million. First of all, Vin Diesel in real life is like 5'8". It could happen.
Another
It
member of
could
the
happen.
LWO, right?
LWO. They need all the members they can get. I mean, it got raised. Yeah. So that was a fun. Sorry, I didn't want to burp all in the thing. That was a fun little thing. I erased all my notes from
Mufasa.
where we are.
Mufasa, that is spot on with LeBron. We can definitely agree with that.
And it is the exact same conversation. That's why I don't engage in it, because you're going with someone's treasured childhood, and
it ain't got nothing to do with childhood, dude.
Everything to
how
do.
does it have anything?
Hold on. So how you gonna disregard what he said?
Everything with your childhood.
He agreed with you on The Rock. He agreed with you on The Rock. He just don't agree with you with LeBron.
No,
so
that's
you
fine.
gonna
there are a lot of people. I mean, I agree that MJ was the best. I'm just saying, a lot of people's entry point into the sport. Some people now, some people in the 80s, some people in the 90s. That's who you have an affinity for.
Not
Some
really.
stuff you can argue.
Well,
Like I'm not
really,
going to argue
I
as
wasn't
much as
even
I
really a
like
Hogan
Daniel
fan. I'm
Bryan
just telling you.
that he is as popular as Hogan or like that would be just a crazy argument.
Man, we've seen
But
don't
that's
think
your
all
it-
the
entry
eras.
point. It's
We've
a lot of
seen
it is
all
just
the
your entry
eras
point,
though.
though.
I don't think Hogan's as popular as The Rock now, but
Yeah, now, yeah.
right, I agree with that. But like biggest ever
Nigga,
is
that's
like
that has been my
No,
point the entire
No,
time.
Jason. No, Jason, you changed the goddamn question. I
Yep.
said, who is
Y'all
the
don't
biggest?
listen.
No, hey, y'all
No.
see how he changed?
First of all,
you see
shout
how,
out
hey,
to
D-Lo, you see what
Jennifer.
he
She
did,
ain't
right,
yelled at
D-Lo?
me yet because I'm
D-Lo,
yelling.
you see what
I'm
he did,
shocked
right?
she hasn't texted me yet.
Jason, he never answered my question. He keeps saying, well, in 2023 is The Rock. I said of all time.
Because
He
I
didn't. Look,
told you
but
at
hold
different
on. But then you
points
see how
in
no,
history,
no,
the
but I already
Hogan
hit you. I already hit
was.
you with it. I already hit you with it. 30 years to 10 years. What can you say about that? Not a goddamn thing.
Yep, you're right. You got it. What you saying, Tony? Franchise, excuse me. Franchise, you got it. Y'all got it. I agree. I absolutely agree. Y'all right. If y'all would, I don't actually have. I deleted our notes, so y'all know. If y'all want to reach us on the Fans of the Federation, which is on Facebook, y'all can hit us on the Fans Federation. If you want to hit us on Twitter, it's r_Rassling _ I don't know, something like that. Y'all know. I'll put it on the end of the broadcast.
Jimmy Uso.
Jimmy Uso.
House show Jimmy.
House show Jimmy. Until next week, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, millennials, old fucks, and new fucks.
Adam, I can't see you.
I have no idea. Y'all have a very lovely evening.
Adam.